What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, Illustrator1, and welcome to my walkthrough for Goldeneye 007 Reloaded. This is played on the RPC S3, which is a PS3 emulator. This is also available on the Xbox 360, but I wanted to show it off with emulation because I'm able to show it off in 4K. We're going to be doing 007 Classic Mode, which is the hardest difficulty, all collectibles, and all optional objectives. And of course, this video will include the tutorial mission and the dam mission. And without further ado, don't forget to leave a like, and of course, it's go time.
Good morning, 007. Welcome to the MI6 Agent Evaluation Center. As you know, this course is mandatory for 00 agents, and only the best will remain certified for field operations. Good luck. Your P99 is on the counter, 007.
So for the tutorial mission, everything is self-explanatory. Just follow the prompts, and you should be able to get through, and I'll have more commentary once we get to the dam section. This is a great game. Highly recommend you all to play the 360 version of this, of course. This is an awesome game, and I know you guys are going to love it. We're going to play this completely stealthy as long as the game allows us to do so. So some missions you're going to be able to stealth through, some missions you're not going to be. If you're actually able to stealth through a section, I will show you how to do that. That is what this channel is always about. Other than that, obviously we're going to get into firefights, show you all the collectibles, all the optional objectives, and complete it on the hardest difficulty. So make sure you leave a like and comment, obviously. Hopefully none of this gets copyrighted, it being a game based off of a movie, so make sure you support the channel any way you can by leaving a like, a comment, or checking out my links in the description. Stream Elements is always the best way if you want to leave a tip because you've enjoyed the video, or maybe I've been able to help you with walkthroughs in the past. All that stuff just continues to make this channel be the best that it can be and continue to go on. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will see you once we get to the dam.
Move on, 007. Keep going, 007. Good work, 007. You passed with flying colors. M will now brief you on your next mission.
Begin secure transmission. Good morning, 007. For the past 3 years, a high-ranking Russian general, Arkady Arumov, has been stealing Russian military equipment and selling it on the black market. We have reason to believe he's about to ship a cache of high-tech weapons to a terrorist organization that has been targeting our embassies. Along with Agent 006, your mission is to infiltrate his base of operations, destroy the weapons cache, and, if need be, eliminate General Arumov. Agent 006 has already surveyed the facility. Time is of the essence, 007. An unmarked cargo plane is already en route, due to pick up those weapons for the terrorists in 45 minutes. Do you copy?
Confirm. We're in position.
Good luck, James. MI6 out.
Welcome to Russia.
MI6 has given us the go-ahead on the mission.
Let's wait until the last truck passes. I'll take the guard on the left. You take the one on the right. Now, let's go.
No, I mean action. We are soldiers, not guards. We crave action. We live for action. We are men of action. There is no action here.
Nice work, James.
Just like old times.
You take the tower, but watch out for that sniper. I'll get the truck.
All right, so mission 1 is the dam, of course, and there's an emblem as soon as we actually take control. It's going to be right here in this little sewer area. Make sure you shoot, of course, and that'll be number 1 of 4, and I will, of course, go over where every single one of these emblems are for every single mission. Don't forget, if you want to watch this in one whole video of the entire game, I will have a video after each mission is done. But mission commentary-wise is always going to be here on each individual section and mission, and then once we do the full video, it'll be just kind of like a long-form video of the whole game. So a lot of these sections are very iconic, especially this first section here from specifically the GoldenEye 007 game on the Nintendo 64. It's pretty much left intact and the same as you guys kind of remember it, a little different. But you're going to see a few different things. Obviously, here we have Daniel Craig playing James Bond instead of Pierce Brosnan. So they just kind of updated it because Daniel was was Bond at the time of this. Now, these sections here, as you can see, pretty much you can't really stealth the entire thing. You kind of can this first section here, but sometimes 006 will actually shoot the enemies before you would have a chance to try to take them down as he's trying to help out. So in these first few sections, there's just going to be a few parts that you cannot stealth, but mostly you can stealth a lot of this. One thing to notice, since I am playing the RPCS3, this is an emulator that allows me to take the games that I have from my PlayStation 3, burn them, and play them on the computer. You can do this. There's tutorials out there to show you how. So that way you can play your favorite games in the highest settings, like 4K Max and all that. One of the biggest things about 007 Classic Mode is it's just like the original. You need body armor, and you have to make sure that you don't get hit too much or you'll die.
Nobody ever died being too careful.
Words to live by. So how much do you know about Oromov?
Only what I read in the dossier. But after the fall of the Soviet Union, he became jealous of the oligarchs. All their new money and went into business, freelancing for himself. Up ahead, the checkpoint. We're running 6 minutes behind. If anything goes wrong, be prepared to move. How's your Russian these days?
Как всегда, хорошо.
Ей ти, виходи из грузовика.
В чем проблема, садян?
Спецдоставка из Москвы. 15 минут никому не гостя. Почему я никогда не видел тебя? Ты новый?
Переведен.
Давайте документы. Я сказал, выходи из грузовика.
Let's get out of here, Alex.
All right, so this is your first part that's really different from the original N64 mission here. Now, it's very, very difficult to aim with the controller here while playing this specific game. The aiming it's not as smooth as you would prefer. There's a heavy assist that you can do that kind of really help you out. So you'll notice that when you're trying to like pinpoint certain positions when aiming, that it'll look like it moves in kind of increments. That's just the game The aiming mechanics in the game aren't the best, although I do absolutely love the auto aiming in this game. I think it's really great. So especially when things are moving around fast, it's really hard to kind of hone in on a shot. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. If I was playing the 360, it'd probably be a little bit smoother, but I wanted to be able to show this off in highest fidelity, of course. So this section, you just got to kind of blow some stuff up, and then we'll meet you down once we get into the bunker.
Jump! James, come on!
What the hell are they doing with one of those?
We haven't the time. Let's go. Come on, James. Let's move.
What the hell is happening up there? Have you heard anything new?
Нет. It's probably just another surprise inspection. They used to let us know beforehand, like we don't have enough to do already.
Did you see that helicopter?
Yeah? What of it?
It looked EMP hardened, designed to survive an electromagnetic pulse.
The blast from the weapons cache will take care of it.
I'm getting a picture for MI6.
Don't waste your time. You'll be late reaching the rendezvous point. Get on with it. I'll cover you.
Okay, at this point, it's kind of giving you a tutorial on how you can do optional objectives. Make sure you grab this body armor right here. It's going to come in handy, of course. You can just melee the doors. You don't actually have to hit the locks. And we need to get our picture out by pressing down on the left thumbstick and then holding square or, X, depending on if you're on Xbox or PlayStation. So here is our next emblem. This is emblem number 2 of 4. It's going to be right next to the door as you're exiting. This section, you can actually stealth all of these guys.
I'm moving out.
Just wait a few seconds before they get into place. You can also do this if you want. You can kind of take them all out from above. We've got 2 guards that are in front of the truck. They make it a little harder to stealth them like a normally, so you're going to have to get in some quick shots when you're taking those guys out. Headshots are a must in this game because they're obviously one-hit kills, and it's very satisfying. Any of you that have actually played this game know how satisfying it is to get a headshot in Goldeneye 007. So just try to take these guys out as soon as you can. It doesn't matter if you get seen here or anything like that, because all of the enemies in this part of the level are just tied to this right here. So if you do get an alarm, then some enemies will start to come out, but it's not too difficult for this first level. So once you come up here, there's going to be a guard kind of rolling right across you. Just wait for them. Once you get all the way up, just kind of sit still and get down as quickly as possible. You don't want any of them to see you. They're all going to be waiting in a kind of a certain direction, so you can sneak up behind every single one of them to be able to do your stealth melee takedowns. Now you can also just go for headshots from the outside, one at a time as well. You get a little emblem that shows up whenever an enemy kind of sees you, but there's about a second that you have in order to finish the kill before the enemy actually notifies anyone else around. So you can get away with, shooting one target and then immediately going for the takedown on another without anyone else seeing. Sometimes you'll get the takedown notification, and if you hit that, it will usually go into this cutscene of him taking him down. Sometimes it glitches, depending on if the guard turns around quickly and it doesn't, hit the right parameters. So you'll see him do like a quick melee strike. Either way, it's still a stealthy takedown. So this is one of those sections where you really only have to take out the guards that are in this area, meaning that even if you get caught, no other guards will come into this area except for the ones that are already there. So I want to do it stealthy, of course, because that's what we do. This walkthrough is going to be probably different than all of the other walkthroughs on this game that you might find on YouTube, because those walkthroughs will probably most likely always get caught and just kind of go run and gun after a certain point. In a lot of these missions, you're going to be able to stealth up to a certain point, and then you'll have to go guns blazing. It's just the nature of the missions. But I try to stay true to the character and true to the way the missions kind of were in the original. And, you know, some of these sections are added on and stuff like that. But the fact is, we're a James Bond character, and it makes no sense for his character to be in an all-out fight this entire mission, as he's trying to sneak into the facility. So you can't sneak into a facility if he's caught. If you follow the movie lore, then you know that you didn't get caught during this section, because this section was literally only a jump, a bungee jump. So therefore, you know, I will try to stay true to, you know, how the movie goes, and always trying to be as stealthy as possible. Now, I'm also going to show you where you can pick up extra weapons and stuff like that. Here we can pick up the Sigmas, but with the added suppressor. So now we can use this. So our third of 4 emblems is going to be right here if you look up. And there's only one left, and that'll be just a little bit later. Now, there's 2 different ways you can get through this next section. You can either go right through the door, and you'll have to start getting into a fight immediately, or you can take the stealthy route and go through this little grate here. Now, once you go through this grate, there's going to be a guard immediately to your right. Try to line up a headshot. Sometimes you can miss the headshot just because of the way that he's angled and how he's looking down. But just try to get that headshot, and you should be good to go. Take him out from up here as well. There is a camera down there. Now, you'll notice that because this is a PlayStation 3 game, that the guards will actually disappear. So the bodies do not stay, so you do not have to worry about other guards seeing bodies when you take them out immediately, just because of the fact that they will disappear. So enemies won't see bodies unless they see them getting shot. That's really the only way. So we come down this lower area because there is that camera, and we want to make sure we're not seen. You can either go up the stairs or you can come up the ladder here. It really doesn't matter which way you do it. They're both stealthy enough, but you do need to be quick to get these 2 kills immediately.
Found your precious helicopter yet, Bond?
So for this section right here, there's going to be 2 guards on the catwalk. 1 guard that patrols on the bottom. Just stay a little bit further back, as the guys up above will not be able to see you just yet. Wait till he gets into position and try to line up a headshot as best you can. It's a little hard to do because of the way that he angles himself. Then you need to take these guys out as quickly as possible, so make sure you stay true to your aiming and try to line up 2 headshots as quickly as you can. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of guards that will kind of come down this area upon you. So there's 2 more guys. We're going to head over to the left side first. You're going to be able to just make out this guy up here. So let's try to get a headshot. And we're going to do the same thing on the right side. There's going to be a guard that's leaning against a rail looking down into that area. So that's why you want to make sure you don't go up too quickly. And then once he's down, you're good to go. You can go ahead and move on to your next objective. This objective is going to be to photograph the chopper. There's going to be 3 locations on the chopper itself that you need to photograph, which is the front and then the 2 guns on the side. There's also a box here that you can pick up a sniper rifle. This sniper rifle is really, really good because it allows thermal vision, which makes it easy to see the enemies very, very clear, especially from far away. Now, as I said previously, you'll notice that if you're playing the RPCS 3 version, when aiming, the aiming, especially, you'll notice it here, that the aiming, like I said, it's just, it kind of moves, it's not as smooth as you would want it. This is a game that was originally made for the Wii, so in my opinion, I don't think they did a great job kind of making the modern controls feel as good as they could, but you know, it's the product of its time and whatnot, and this is a remastered version of a Wii game, so it is what it is, but it's still such an amazing game, and hopefully one of these days I can do a walkthrough for the original on the Nintendo 64 as well. So you always have these 2 guys coming in at the same time. There's nothing you can do at this point. Immediately, you're always going to be seen by these guys over here. It's kind of like an automatic thing. Trust me, I've tried many different ways of just stealthing those two, but it's like kind of a script. As soon as you go at this point and you're starting to head back, all of these guys are just going to come out of the woodwork. There's just nothing you can do about it. This game allows you to do stealth at certain points, but it does not allow you to go through every single mission and stealth it 100%. So what we're going to do is actually head back all the way to the very beginning of this section. So you remember when you were in the truck and you went through the cutscene, the RPG took you down, and then you had to go into the elevator and down the shaft with 006? Well, this is exactly where that was. If you go to the right side here, you will find another ammo box or weapon box, and you can pick up the ACOG with the scope. This is also where we're going to pick up the fourth and final emblem for the mission dam. And this one can be a little tricky too. It's on the outside here, so just make sure you shoot it, and then you'll be good to go. You can, if you want, pick up the RPG here, or what they call it, the MJR. It's totally up to you if you want to go loud. I mean, you're going to go loud. There is really no more stealth in the mission at this point, because once you reach a certain point, guards will just spawn in, and then you'll have to do a bunch of sniping. So I recommend to keep your sniper rifle instead of changing it over. But you can have two main assault type weapons and then a pistol weapon as well. So you could have an RPG and a sniper, but then you wouldn't be able to have the SMG with the you wouldn't be able to have it in its stealth mode because of that one that we got when we were outside. So we're just going to sit back here and then just kind of pick off all of the enemies as we start to go up. As I said, once you get to a certain point, all the enemies will just suddenly spawn in, and then they will come towards you. It's the way game design was back in the day. I think games have gotten somewhat better at it, although most games that we play nowadays are all, open world kind of things, and they can mask that a little bit better, but you'll see a lot of missions, especially in this game, where enemies will just appear in front of you once you've completed an objective or you've reached a certain point. Once all of them are taken out, we're going to head to the top. We're not going to follow the objective points because we have another optional objective that we need to complete, which is to take a photograph.
James, I've created a little diversion to cover our exit.
Every time I do it, it makes me laugh. So once you get up here, you're automatically going to have a bunch of enemies spawn on you in front of you.
Tower 2, I'm sending back up
Good work, 007. That'll help us track you.
So continue to use your sniper rifle and take as many out as you can. There's roughly about 10 enemies. The first wave will be right here, and then there'll be a second wave that'll come as well. So if you do run out of your original sniper weapon, then you can pick up this one, which is up here on the floor. This one doesn't have thermal, but still able to use it. It's impossible to do a no damage playthrough on this game because there are certain times where you automatically get hit via cutscenes that are still kind of player controlled. So there's really no worries about trying to go through this without taking any damage. All right, so you can't go back into stealth mode here, but what you want to do is look immediately to the left. You can see you have an optional objective there, but you're going to need to shoot this door in order to be able to get in there. You can take him out, and you can do it stealthy. If you go up and you try to melee him, it won't be stealthy anymore. There's a bunch of... Now, if you did get the RPG, you could use it here and take a bunch of them out like really quickly. So that's something that you can do. These guys are automatically going to come up on you. There's really nothing you can do about it. So just take them out in whatever manner that you want, and then we'll continue and move on.
that after the fall of communism, the Russians might have invested in some 21st century transportation by now.
Before we move on, we're going to make sure that we head upstairs and turn around because we opened up that door and we want to get in there and grab the final optional objective right here. There you go. So you have completed all of the optional objectives for your first mission, Dam. At this point, you're just going to continue to move forward. There's actually no more enemies to take out, as Alec will take them out for you. So you just continually move forward until you get to the cutscene, and we get towards the end of the mission, and I will see you on the results screen.
Let's move it, 007. I think we can outstate our welcome.
Get your hands in the air!
Take off your parachute. Hand it over.
If you insist.
Nice trick, doing it without a parachute. Trying to show me up?
You said we were running late. Let's move.
Hey, James. For England?
For England, Alec. Always for England.
All right, ladies and gents, mission complete. This is the Dam 007 Classic Mode. All optional objectives and primary objectives complete, as well as the 4 emblems. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll see you on the facility. Peace out.